Hi, everybody. Sherri Leopold here with another episode of Woman of Worth 2022. I'm so happy to be sharing these honorees with you. And today I have Brenda Marie Sheldrake, who is from Canada, and I'm honoring you as a Woman of Worth award winner. Thank you for being here, Brenda. I'm so proud to know you.
Thank you so much for this honor, Sherri. I'm truly honored to be among the women of worth of 2022.
Oh, it's so awesome. So I want to ask you, as one of the honorees, what does it mean to you, Brenda, to be a woman of worth?
Well, I think that the first thing that pops into my mind when I think of that is that there's a contribution. I've made a contribution to help or change other people's lives. And then the other part that I occurs to me is the value for myself. I'm there for me. I've taken care of me and I'm moving forward and making strides just to get better and better every day.
Love that. And that in and of itself is inspiring. And that speaks to my heart as well, because it's so important that we love ourselves as well, or it's really hard to love others. Now, I know that that is something that you do so very well and is definitely evident in the name of your company, Linking with Heart. Can you share, Brenda, with our viewers a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you serve people?
Oh, well, thank you. So I am a, a business coach and I help entrepreneurs to generate more qualified leads for their business through a variety of tips, tools, and techniques. And one of my favorite techniques that I use are the interviews that I do with the people who attend the events that I host. I do show up and show off interviews where we talk about each person's secret power, their special gift, and how they help other people, what they give back.
Love that. And that just goes to show how you link with heart, right? Because I know that it's important for you to shine a light on those people who are servant leaders as well. And I know that that title applies to you as well. So it's an honor knowing you for me on that aspect alone. But I love that that's part of how you serve other people. So I wanted to ask, as entrepreneurs, we often have, challenges that we've had to overcome or struggles. Is there something that comes to mind that has been an obstacle for you in your business life that, as a woman, you have powered through? And if so, how did you do that?
Well, I think my biggest challenge was seeing myself as an entrepreneur. I was an employee, I had an employee mindset. And an employee mindset can be a real detriment for someone when they become an entrepreneur. I was waiting for someone else to tell me what the next step was, waiting for someone else to give the instructions, waiting for the guidance, waiting for all of those things. And what I had to do was I had to look at other entrepreneurs, other women who were entrepreneurs, look at what they were doing, and then start my own journey of self development to know that I knew my next best thing. And as long as I just followed that little voice inside, then I was going to be doing the right thing.
Love that. It's kind of like linking with your own heart, right? And your own passion and purpose, and really standing in your own power. And I agree. I think that's, as entrepreneurs, it's kind of a tough jump when you've been in sort of a corporate setting or an employee, and you take that step, which is sometimes it feels like a really giant step. And one of the reasons why you surround yourself with amazing people like Brenda, so that that step isn't so scary, right? Is that you surround yourself with great people. It makes the journey a little easier. So, as we've been talking this month and celebrating Women's History Month, and which is why we're doing this program, Woman of Worth, in the first place. I want to ask you, Brenda, who is it in your past as you were growing up and as you've begun your journey as an entrepreneur? Who is it that has really impacted your journey and really been like a mentor to you and really helped you shape who you are today?
So I think three really special women have had a huge influence on who I am today. The first person who influenced my life was my dad's mom. When I was young, my mom was not very healthy. She had a lot of health issues. And so I spent a lot of time with my grandma. And it was my grandma who taught me how to care for people. My grandma was the ultimate linking with heart. She was the ultimate be there for everyone. And she instilled that in me. Then my mom was an example of resilience because she was like the ever ready bunny. She just kept going and kept going and kept going no matter what happened, no matter what challenge they threw. She would just power through and just keep going. And the last one is my sister Lisa. She is an amazing woman who has two amazing twin daughters. She's shown them how to be women of worth. She's shown them how to be powerful, uh, and also how to have that soft side, how to have the vulnerable side too. So I think those are the three women who've really had the biggest influence on my life.
Oh, that's so special and nice that they're all personal people to you. I also have a really awesome sister named Lisa, so I salute her, Lisa Yon. That's awesome. I love that, and just so not a surprise that you are such a powerful woman, having had such powerful women to influence you as you were growing up. That's amazing. I love that. So I want to ask a question. Sometimes this is like a hard question for people, but I want to ask you, 100 years from now, what is somebody going to say about Brenda Marie Sheldrake? What are they going to say about the legacy that you've left when they hear your name? What is going to be spoken about you?
Well, I think the first thing that people will say is that they knew that I cared. Everybody always knew that I cared. Um, that I made strides to help other entrepreneurs to succeed in their business. One of the things that's really important to me is that nobody ever
Sorry.
um, nobody ever had the experience of becoming an entrepreneur and then giving up on their dream because they didn't know what their next step was. They were struggling with closing sales, or they were struggling with getting those next leads. They were struggling with building their business. I want them to say that Brenda helped me build my business. I want my YouTube channel to live on long after I'm gone, with all of the interviews that I've done with all of the entrepreneurs showing their gifts and their superpowers. And I want it to be a source of connection even after I'm not here anymore.
I think that's so amazing. Oh my gosh. And what an impact that you're having today and every day. And that will live on long after you're gone. And they're definitely going to say that everything you did with heart. And I see that even in the events that you hold, because you're also a licensee for selling on the spot marketplace. And I've been part of your community in that. And that is a terrific way for people to connect with you. And that's kind of the next thing I wanted to have you share because I'm sure that people are going to be inspired by your heart. And I want you to share, if you would, Brenda, how people can connect with you in the different ways that they can work with you.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So there are a number of different ways that you can work with me. If you are an entrepreneur who is struggling with closing sales, with the confidence to ask for that sale, Or if you're just not sure why your sales aren't closing, then you need to join me at Selling on the Spot Marketplace. I host events 3 times a month. And if you're looking to take your business to other countries, I am even connecting entrepreneurs in Australia with entrepreneurs in North America to help them to bring their products and services to bring them together. So that's the first way that you can connect with me. If you're an entrepreneur whose challenge is in the area of generating qualified leads, then I would love to help you through my Linking with Heart and my Biz Leads Expert business, where I will help you to generate more qualified leads, to connect with more people. I do it all through relationship marketing. It's not that I think that paid advertising is a negative. It's just not something that I've ever done. I generated 3,000 qualified leads in 1 year using relationship building and relationship skills. And the one thing I know is that if you generate your leads through relationship building, they're going to last. Those people are going to always remember you. So if you want to learn how to generate those leads, then connect with me through linkingwithheart.com.
I love that. And that's so true. Everything is really about relationships. And I am so grateful, Brenda, for the relationship that I have with you. And I would say there's certain things that have been positives out of the pandemic, and that's one of them. You are one of them because I would not know you if it weren't for the pandemic. So, there are some little gems in there that have created bright spots. So, and for that, I'm very thankful. Congratulations, Brenda, on being one of Women of Worth 2022 award winners. You are so deserving of this honor, and I'm very proud to know you.
I agree with you completely. I thank you for honoring me, Sherri. And I agree with you completely on the fact that COVID, there's been a lot of challenges that have come out of it, but the hugest blessing is in the relationships that we've made, the connections that we've built, and those are connections that are going to last long after COVID is a memory that's gone.
That's right. And it actually points to the recurring theme of this entire series, which is of the ripple of blessings. And the relationships are just, and the newly formed relationships are creating those ripples of blessings, and not just where we are, because you're in Canada and I am in the US. But it's far reaching, right? The ones in the UK and the ones in Australia, as you mentioned. And I've met people in Australia through you. So it's just so incredible. I hope people will take the opportunity to take something that, has been a challenge and really see value in the challenge. And always lead with that heart, which you're so good at. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank you for having me, Sherri.